Hello there. I'm hoping that I've gone live because Facebook is doing all sorts of strange things at the moment. I'm just going to wait for a feed as usual. I have to wait for a feed on my phone and hope people are joining me. As you can see, we're getting ready for autumn this evening, although today it hasn't felt like autumn, I have to be honest. It's been quite warm, especially after last night. I was tempted to put the heating on last night, it was so cold. And now it's been really warm. Go figure. Oh, lovely. I can see we've got a feed. I can see we've got somebody watching. Hello, whoever's there. Oh, and it's gone. Oh, I don't know if I'll see comments because my phone's decided. Hello, Elaine. How are you? So, lovely. Yep, going to dive into autumn tonight fully. Did a little touched on it last week. Well, not autumn feel, but definitely diving in tonight. So, we've got two cards here. Now, to make this card was in my head for several days, and I just wanted to make it, but I have to say it's a bit greedy. It does use several sets. Hey Sharon, how are you? You're saying good afternoon, so I'm assuming are you in the US, Sharon? Because we're in the evening here, it's 7 o'clock. So, out of interest, what time zone are you in, please? Anyway, so this card, yeah, we're using Autumn Goodness. We need the wheelbarrow for that, obviously. And use the tree from Life is Beautiful for the background and used all the leaves and everything. And then I've used Beautiful Autumn to do all the leaves. So yeah, a little bit meaty on the stamp sets, but I just wanted to do it. So there's that one, and then this one is purely using the Beautiful Autumn, creating a wreath basically, because wreaths aren't just for Christmas. You can create all sorts of wreaths. So we'll do that one, and there's two different techniques to make the leaves. We've done this one is just colouring in using the actual stamps. You can see you've got your outline stamp, and then you've got your stamp colour that you stamp your colour with. But this one, that's for this one, and for this one I've used a technique which I'm going to show you how to do. It's a re-inker technique. I don't really know what it's called, it's just re-inker technique, I think. Anyway, so which one should we do first? That's a little bit messy actually. So I might leave that one till last. So we'll start with this one. Oh yeah, I did. Oh, I'll show you them later. So we'll do these ones. So just pop that there. Now I did forget to. When I do a wreath, I always just, if I'm not doing it on the Stampin' Rewards, which I'm not, I usually just pencil in a pencil line because it just helps you to know where to go. But I forgot to bring up a circle die, so I'm improvising, which is good because it just proves you don't need everything all the time. You can improvise. So I have just grabbed a cup, and it's probably a little bit big. This was just in my room anyway. So I'm just going to, just grab anything circular. Just a light pencil line, because you can always rub it out afterwards if it's noticeable. That's all you, yeah, that's a little bit big, probably a little bit smaller would have been, so I will just try and keep in the centre of, inside the line of that, and then try and rub it out afterwards maybe. You might not see it, but I've got a rubber there just in case I do. So, we'll crack on. So, we need the leaf. Right, we're doing this in Mossy Meadow, and as you can see, it's got quite a long stem. Now, I don't want the long stem. So I'm going to, I keep saying so, don't I? I've got to stop doing that. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just inking up, maybe a little bit of the stem, but you don't want too much, so just on the edge. I've just worked out, hold on, right. Tip here, make sure you get it the right way round. So I mean you could have it going that way, but that's, to me that's anti-clockwise, because I'm right-handed, I want to go clockwise. So I'm just going to bend it the other way. It's a good thing about photopolymer stamps, you can bend them a little bit to angle it round. Yeah, I'll be happy with that because I'm not actually doing the stem. So we're just going to start stamping around. Bear in mind that we don't want that stem. I haven't bought a mat up as well, but I'm tending not to use them quite so much now, the mats. You don't always need it. So just going round in a circle, obviously, following the line a little bit. Doing the pencil line just, yeah, kind of helps the angles. It doesn't matter if it's a complete circle. That's probably got a bit of a long stem. I don't know if you, as you probably know, in the main catalogue we've actually got a wreath stamp set, which I have actually got but I haven't even used yet. I need to. And I could have used it, but I thought no, I didn't want to use too many, so I want to show you how you can do it with stamps that are already in the set. Just to show that you can, that you don't need extra stamp sets. However nice it is to have. Yeah, I keep catching that. I don't really want that in. Ooh. So we may go off the edge a little bit, but yeah, it's rather a big wreath actually. But oh well, bigger than my one before. And I'm just wondering, yeah, I think I might have to scrap that actually. Finding that's just a little bit too big. So we're going to have to improvise. We're trying to find another circle. I don't know if I've got anything circular in here. If not, I'm just going to have to go. Yeah, that's quite big as well. Just going to have to go within the line a little bit more, I think. So yeah, I'm going to start that again. I'm not happy with that. Sorry, folks. If I'm not happy with it, it won't sit well. That one's probably a little bit too small, unfortunately. Yeah. Right, I'll start again. I've just got to bear in mind that that's just a thing, but I'm just going to go inside, definitely go more inside it. And I've gone off now. Oh well, because I'm going to go inside anyway. It's just a guide for me. So I'm going to go well inside. Keep getting that stem too much. Done it again now. This has proven trickier than I thought without the proper circle, but we'll persevere. So the lesson there, having a circle pencil, or pencil circle I should say, really does help. Yeah, not going to quite be a circle, but I'm going to be putting things on top of it anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. I just didn't really want it as big as that other one. Not quite gone to plan, but hey, I'm happy enough with that, because I say we'll be covering it anyway, or I'll be covering it. And then we're going to stamp in with Old Olive, or colour it in with Old Olive. So you've got your stamps. This is what I love about these stamps when they're two-step stamping. I'm going to put that away, because although it's very nice to colour in, it can be a little bit time consuming sometimes. So I'm going to just pull out the pencil line, and you'll never know it was there. I'm assuming I can be heard. There's only got 3 people watching. I'm sure somebody would have told me if I couldn't be heard, if they couldn't hear me. Right, so a little bit bit difficult as usual to line up. Sorry, that's the camera, so I can't get my head over. Just making sure that I'm taking the time just to fill it in. Thank you, Alison. I knew somebody was listening. It's just good to know that I'm being heard, because you never know. I just think I might be going mad and talking to myself, which is often the case, I know. Oh, I've missed that now. Can I blame you for that one, Alison? There you go. It's a good job I'm covering a lot of this up, isn't it? It's really difficult when you can't get your head over, you know. But I'm doing the best I can. There we go, it's not too bad. Yeah, not quite a circle, but that'll do. We'll see what it turns out like. Right. Now, all the rest are just embellishments. They're all the different leaves, which you've got a maple, an acorn, and what's the other one we used? Oh, and the, so yeah, oak leaf, sorry, and the acorn. So I'm going to show you what I do when I do a course. I don't know what you're saying a course to now. I've moved on to the next thing. I've forgotten what I said now. Right, I'll just show you with the maple leaf, because I have already got a batch of them already done. But what I tend to do is I sit and do I use soft suede. I sit and just do a batch of cards, not cards, stamping in an afternoon or a morning, whatever. And you cut your strips. These are quite generous strips that I've cut here. But yeah, just cut your strips, your cardstock down to size. Oh yes, and I didn't probably mention, but we've got punches to punch these out, so that's what I will be doing. So just go along, doing strips of your leaves, like that. Then obviously go on to your next leaf and your acorn, and so on and so on. And just colour them in. You think I used pumpkin pie? So yeah, so that was soft suede. Now I'm going to use pumpkin pie to fill it in. So, what do we all think about the weather then? I don't know about you. Last night so I was tempted to put my heating on. Tonight I'm sitting here boiling. Well, I expect you've got your heating on already, have you, Alison? Or have you enjoyed the sunshine today? So, filling it in, lining it up as best you can, preferably putting your head over, but I can't do that on camera. Oh, that wasn't bad. Yeah, some of them are going to be a little bit off. This one's probably the most trickiest to line up out of all the three of them, because of the different shape. But it's not too bad. Not too bad, look. I haven't cleaned that properly. Right, so yeah, so you just do a batch of those, just cut up an A4 cardstock in your strips so you're not wasting loads of card, and then just do a huge big batch of them, or as many as you want, and then you've got them for when you want to make a batch of cards, and it's lovely just to have them all to hand. So we've got our 3 punches, just need that one, so you've got 3 punches in the bundle. And And just line them up with a punch. So much easier than using dies, punches are. I love the punches. Hey Sandra, how are you? When we used to have card classes in the old days, you know, before COVID kicked in. Yeah, punches were very handy for classes as opposed to dies. Oh, that one just slipped, but that's okay. So I think you get the picture of what I'm doing. Just do a big batch of those. And I'll just cut that off so I'm not wasting it. But I have actually got some that I made earlier. So here we are, in true Blue Peter style. We're going to need, I'll do. And then what I will do is I'll get this mounted up onto the card layers first. And I'm actually going to change the coloured cardstock. Although there's nothing wrong with this one, I don't think. I felt it was a bit dark, but obviously I matched the cards to the layer. But this is crumb cake, this one. So I'm going to change it to crumb cake and just ink it. Rather than golden emboss, I'm just going to ink it in the yellow espresso. So it'll just make it look a little bit different. I've got, oh yeah, my heart is grateful for you. I don't know if that's big enough. Yes, it is. So early espresso. You're all very quiet. There we go. That's it. I think that's all we need, yes. That's right the first time. There we go. So put that there. I think we're nearly ready. I'll just stick that on. So it's quite a quick, easy card to produce once you've done all your punching. If you don't have a session of stamping and punching, you could do these cards. You could put quite a few batch of cards together quite quickly. Are these? So if you want to do a Christmas one, not that you'd want acorns, or maybe you do. I don't know. Maybe you'd like to do some thank you cards, or just telling people you're grateful for them in your life. Kamala. Oh, thank you, Kamala. Bless you. Lovely that you're on. Thank you for joining me. I'm sure you'd be a whiz at it and pick it up very quickly. I've got sticky fingers. That's why my card's sticking to me now. How are you, Kamala, anyway? I hope your tropic's going well. Huh. I've got sticky fingers and it's sticking to everything. Right, there we go. And then mount it on the card base. I'm having to use glue because I haven't got any Stampin' Seal. The tape runner, which are lovely to use, but they do run out quite quickly. You can use tape, but that's a little bit long-winded. Yeah, so now all we've got to do is pop all the leaves and the acorns on. Excuse me. And I think I went a bit OTT on the acorns, so I'm going to try and see what it comes out with. Just how many we've got? 1, 2, 10. We'll see. Maybe 6. We'll see how it goes. I need my shot glass. Struggling with the glue. Right. So it's just a case of layering your leaves up. A little bit of glue. It has come out. As I say, I'm totally confused with it. So last night tempted to put my heating on, and today, well, yeah, been having hot flushes galore. But hey ho, can't complain. It's lovely to see the sun still in Sydney. We've just actually had tea outside, would you believe? Which was very nice. Well, yeah, barbecue and sitting outside to eat it. So that was lovely. No, I don't want to do that, do I? Right, take that one off. Put the leaf on. And so yeah, we're doing intermittent with the maple and the oak leaf. Yes, lovely biking weather. I haven't been out on my bike much, I must admit. I've been running more. Should be running tomorrow with ladybirds. So as you can see, we just go round a circle. Well, kind of a circle. Really don't need much glue when it's Tombow. Oh, that's a cream one. I don't know what that are. Right, I'll pull that out. For some reason, I've got cream. I know what I've got cream and white mixed in here. Oh well, I might have to use the cream by the looks of things. Right. Oh, and different colours. Oh well. Might have to actually do some. Yeah. I'm actually going to have to stamp some because I haven't got enough done of the right colour. So this is where I say get a batch of them done and get plenty. Otherwise you're having to sit here and do some more. Acorn. Oh no, not acorn. Concentrate. Oak leaf. Had one of those days today. Felt a little bit discombobulated, I have to say. I don't know what it is. Lack of sleep, probably. Hope you can see that, yeah. I think I'll be alright with the others. These are so cute though, these little leaves. And trust me, there's so much inspiration out there on the internet for this bundle. And if you want even further inspiration, I have a PDF of tutorials of 82 tutorials, not on mine. They're from demonstrators globally across the world. And that's retailing for £17 on my blog. Or you can earn it for free. There's several ways you can earn it for free. I'm just trying to think what colour that is. Terracotta tile. No, Cajun Craze. Cajun Craze, I think. Oh, I don't know. What's it in there? I can't remember what colour I use now. Right, bear with me, hold on. Let's see. Never mind, it will dry. It's slightly different. I would say it's that. Cinnamon cider. Yep. Cajun would have been a little bit dark, I think. So yeah, it won't take long to do these. That one's a little bit off, but never mind. You don't get perfect when it's handmade. We don't strive for perfection. Well, we try, but yeah, it's not healthy too either, really. Just got to enjoy it and have fun, really. That's the main thing. To Find the right punch. Here we go. I think that'll probably be enough. We'll see. At least I've got a few more done if I need them then. So we'll carry on. So yeah, this is Whisper White that I'm using tonight, but we do a colour, it looks like cream, it's very vanilla. There's not a lot in it. I don't know if you can actually see, you probably can't see the difference, I don't know. That's very vanilla against the Whisper White. But you can tell by eye when you see it. Well, probably when you see them side by side more than anything. I think I might run out of maple leaves at this rate, but we'll see. Yeah. Could have just done the wreath without the leaves underneath, but I like the dimension of it. Hello Annie, how are you? I know you just invited me to a live, but I was busy prepping for this, I'm afraid. Oh, goodness me. Right, stick on like a... I'm getting there. And as you can see, it's not quite a circle, but my other one was. Oh, I've done it. Oh, no, that'll do. I need a white one. Haha, I've got one. I'm going to have two maple leaves together, but what I'll do is I'll stick an acorn over that, and hopefully you won't notice too much. Yeah, a little bit of a misshapen wreath, you can see. It's a little more like oval, actually. Never mind. Now I don't know what I've done with the packet. Let's put them back in there. Right, so we need some acorns. Actually, I'll leave them out. I've got to make sure I pick up the white acorns and not... I've got a feeling... I think they're all cream ones are very vanilla. I didn't think about that. Didn't realise I'd mixed them. Oh well. I'm just going to use them because I don't think you'll notice too much. Let's have some mini dimensionals. What I can always do afterwards, I can pull them off afterwards and change them. But for the benefit of Facebook Live, we'll just go with it. Now I want to pop these up on dimensionals to create a little bit of height. But yes, they are different colour. Different coloured cardstock, I mean. Well, I don't quite know. Maybe if I just space them out a little bit more. Yeah, I think so. I just felt there was a few too many on the other card. That's my problem though, when I make cards, I always go OTT. Never know when to stop. Occupational hazard, I'm afraid. Yeah, I would like it with a bit more spacing. Oh, that's a white one. And you can see I'm angling the acorns rather than putting them all the way round. I just thought they were nice, offset a little bit. Different angles. But you can do whatever you like. So it looks like I need to get some cut out on, or stamped out on Whisper White, not very vanilla. And we'll pop one. It's a little bit, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that'll do. A little bit uneven, but you get the idea. So slightly different from the original one. But there you go. That's the thing with card making, I'm afraid. It's usually a bit different. Not those. So I'm just going to pop these back so I don't lose them. And I store mine generally, well, I either store it in a tub beside me if I'm working with them. If not, I put them away in the stamp set. Then, yeah, just otherwise I forget them. I've got them. So if you store them, you can stick that down if you want to. You can either store them inside there because that's got a little pocket, or you could just store them inside. That's what I would do. And then they're there when you go to use it, which is very handy. Right, what have we got to do? We've just got to mount that, and there should, got two little hearts here. I only need one, but I know what I'm like, I usually lose one. So I actually got this heart from the wheelbarrow one, the Autumn Goodness. The die set comes with a little tiny heart die. But several of our stamp sets and die sets have hearts. So it depends what you've got in your arsenal, really. Or you could have a little heart punch somewhere, make it, yeah, but probably be a little bit bigger. I just need a tiny mini dimensional. Oh no, I think it might even have to be a bit smaller. Just need a tiny little bit. So tiny. A little bit fiddly. So I'll just pop that in the middle though. There we go. And then pop these up on dimensionals. Some big ones. New packet, new sheet. Oh, over time, good. Yeah, only half an hour so far. That's not too bad. I'm trying to keep it shorter tonight. I keep running well over the hour. There we go. Oh, hi Wanda, sorry, I'm not looking up. I'm fighting with these dimensionals at the moment. I don't know if it's the humidity or it's just me. They won't come off. Did you not go for a bike ride this evening with the bugs? So yeah, a little bit of a wonky wreath, but we're just going to go with it, hey. And just add a little bit of twine to it, or natural linen I should say. I do like my I've actually brought my proper scissors up for cutting tonight. But... oh, okay. Well, I hope you've got it sorted, whatever it was. I'll speak to you later. Right, do a quick bow. So it's so easy to do bows with this because it's fine. So pull your tails in and cut off that end. Oh, excuse me, I want to sneeze. I swear I think the pollen count must be high today. Probably why I felt a bit off, to be honest. Oh dear. Oh, I do need to blow my nose. Excuse me, sorry. I'll have to wait because right. Yeah, I realise now that acorn's a little bit off balance, so that could be a little bit... I might have to move those if they annoy me. It's hard when you're doing a live. Oh, that's not too bad because that's a little bit off. So, oh, and we need gold embellishments. Did I? Oh yeah, I did. Gilded, my favourite at the moment. Gilded gems. I love these. Although they've got some in the mini catalogue snowflake range, blue ones as well, which are very similar to this, but obviously a different colour. They're just lovely. They just really bling it up. So I'll put one on there. Never know where to put them. There we go. One on there. And then there. There we go. Oh yeah, a little bit different from the original. Not too much. Just showing you that how you can make it look different just by changing the colour of the cardstock basically as well. And obviously we didn't gold emboss it. So anyway, that's that one done. I must put these away, otherwise they will come off and get lost. So next we're going to do the fun re-inking technique. When I say fun, you know that means messy. That does with me anyway, so here we go. That's why I left it till last, because it will be a bit messy. I don't know if I showed you these ones. Yeah, I did this one yesterday. I just stamped, it was just with our cardstock that you buy in the mini catalogue on Shimmer. Yeah, I just stamped a load of images and thingied them in. And that was just my original card with the brown base. Oh yeah, I haven't done that yet. So just did them and mixed the colours up a bit really. Right, here we go. Now I'm going to show you the technique first before I do the card. So that's what we're aiming for really. Looks a bit of a mess, doesn't it? But this is, I'm sure I have done this before. I'm sure you've seen me do this before. If not, I'm going to learn now. But we may have, well, we've got new people watching as well, so never hurts to repeat a technique. I'm getting untidy already, everybody. What a surprise. Right, it would help if I've got some shimmer cardstock. Have I not brought it up? Bear with me. Well, I thought I did bring some up. Maybe I didn't. No, not in there. Not in there. Oh, well, that's not very clever, is it? Well, not very clever, Sarah. I don't think I've got any up here. Right, what I will do, I will show you on non-shimmer cardstock. And it won't quite go right, but you'll get the gist of how to do it. And I thought it was so well organised today. Obviously not. Right. So this is just some white cardstock. Going to get a block. I bet it'll turn up once I've finished. It always does. Right, colours we're using are Poppy Parade. Just need a little bit on the block. Be interesting to see what it will soak this cardstock too much. That's why you need shimmer or watercolour paper. Which I'm surprised I haven't got any of that up here. So I've used Poppy Parade, Granny Apple Green, Pumpkin Pie, I'm still looking to see if I actually did bring any up. This is cherry cobbler. Yeah, don't want too much of that because that's quite strong. And crushed curry. Oh, goodness me. Right, so yeah, you've got to imagine that this is shimmer white. And you would soak it with a Stampin' Mist spray thing. It's going to go a funny colour. And then, as quickly as possible, with your water brush, you want to go in and pick some. Yeah, it's not going to spread. On the shimmer, it would spread. It kind of, bit like when you tie-dye t-shirts. Maybe I need more water. Luckily, I've prepared one already, so we don't need to use this. Yeah, it's not acting. Oh yeah, you can see if I did it really wet. So it kind of does that anyway. It spreads out. Just like tie-dye. Yeah, it's not going to behave itself. So this is why it's important to have the correct cardstock. It's not that we're trying to, get you just to buy different products for the sake of it. You can see how this is totally not working on normal cardstock. It just doesn't give the right effect. So you need either watercolor paper or what I think it's called Fluid 100, the one we sell. Yeah, not going at all. Or you need our shimmer white, which is my go-to favourite, because it's not doing that. I think you can get the idea of what it's meant to do. We'll get that wet, but it's not doing it on the cardstock. So, lesson learned, don't use that cardstock. And I'm going to just put that to the side. So, luckily, yet again, here's one I prepared earlier. And we're going to stamp on that. Because basically, you can dry it with a heat gun. And I did this. But either let it dry naturally, or, as I say, use a heat gun. But the trouble when you use a heat gun, it curls up, which is not a problem because you can flatten it down again. So I'm just going to show you briefly. Yeah. What do I have to? Oh, it's only 22. I'm doing marvellously well for time. What colour did I use? I just want to check what colour I used for. I think it was early espresso. Yeah, looking at it, it is. You want the outline to show up against your colours, so I would say use quite a strong colour, either soft suede or early espresso. We'll soon find out. And just be careful that you don't get ink on the block. So yeah, looks a bit weird at the moment and still looks a bit of a mess. But once you cut them out or stamp them out and then punch them out, you obviously get different coloured leaves, and they just look like, well, just like the lovely colours in leaves do. So I'm sure that makes sense. I'm going to sit here and do a load. And also the lovely thing, I don't know if you can see it, the shimmer. And you see it's very subtle, look, it shimmers. So it just catches the light nicely as well. That's why I prefer using this over watercolour. Watercolour is thicker as well. Hello Paul, how are you? Long time no see. Oh, that's a nice one. Do you know what? I love the colour of that one. That's got the granny apple green and the reds in. Some of them really do look quite realistic colours. But yeah, you can just have fun with them. Have fun with your re-inkers. Choosing which colours you want to use. You could just do 2 or 3 colours. It's entirely up to you. It's a very fun technique to do though. Oh, these are lovely, these colours, they're coming out really well. So I'd obviously do more on that, I'd use the rest of that, but yeah. For now, I think we'll have enough. Just add them to my pile. Hopefully we have anyway. What a punch. Yeah, they are very good. Do love the punches. Right, so we're actually using the die machine tonight, although I think I can get away with, I've done most of it. Yeah, I've done most of it. I shouldn't have to get it out. So I've done the wheelbarrow and I've die cut that out. I will show you the dies actually. This is in the Autumn Goodness set. So this is dies you get. For anybody who's got a die cutting machine. So you actually get, I think there. So they're the flowers to cut out. That's the die to cut out those flowers. You get one to cut out the pumpkins. No, that's that one. Sorry, that's that one. That's the pumpkins. Yeah, that's it. There's your little diddy heart. I did it on the other card. Just be careful not to use that. There's your wheel. I've already cut one of those out as well. There's your wheelbarrow. So you've got so you've got a wheelbarrow that you can cut out on cardstock and it'll emboss it. If you can see that, look, it'll emboss it as well. Well, it will on our Stampin' Cut and Emboss. It may not on other die cut machines, but it will on ours. There's your die cut. That's what I've done. Cut out the barrow, stamped it and cut it out. And then you've got your wheat as well. So yeah, every stamp apart from the sentiments has got a die. And your picket fence, which is brilliant as well, which is quite embossing on it as well. So it's an amazing die set. I love it. This was my first autumn set that I bought actually. And I will tell you, this is the one I did in the tutorial that I had to send. My card was created from this, and I'm not allowed to show you though. We're not allowed to show it on the internet or anywhere. We have to keep it private because it being a tutorial that sells is for sale. Anyway, oh, and also I've used these dies tonight as well. I didn't tell you that on the other card. All these, I don't know what they're called, parallelograms, but they're actually called stitched nested labels. So I've used them for the other card to do the sentiment and for this as well. But yeah, I've cheated a little bit. And we're also using the embossing folder. I don't know, I think I showed you this one before. Like Tasteful Touches. So I don't know if you can see that. It just creates a nice texture. So I've already done one, but I'm just going to show you how I stamped it. Because we have to use the Stampin' Rewards for this because the tree is rather large. So get ourselves sorted out. Thank you, Paul. Right, so yeah, this tree is very large, and unless you've got the big, huge acrylic block, which I don't have because it's too big for my hands anyway, that's why I always use the Stampin' Rewards. So I know it's a considered purchase, but once you've got this, you'll you'll just better use it for so many things. So you want it a little bit off the page. So I'm just going to pop the magnet on. Stamp sander there. Cinnamon Cider, which is one of my favourite colours at the moment. It's one of our in colours. Probably because it's got cider in the title. And those people who know me know I like a drop of cider, especially after a bike ride. They'll say no more. I just hope that doesn't transfer. It shouldn't do. So stamp it down. Voila. Alright, I'll clean that later because I don't need it anymore. So it's that done. Oh, that's not a good sign. I bet that's, oh, got to be careful with the magnets, everybody, and because they're stored on the base, and that's just caught on my lamp. but it's okay, it didn't break. Phew. What did I colour? Cajun Craze and Pumpkin Pie again for the leaves. Sorry, you'll notice I actually bring my carousel up now because it doesn't take as much space as having them all over the table. Well, allegedly anyway. It does take me a bit of time to find them. So we've got the leaves. Let's say in this set you've got the leaves, and then you've got some lovely spotty dotty things which you could use for a bouquet technique as well. I'll have to do that, show you if people don't know what the bouquet technique is. So, don't know whether they're meant to be lined up or not, but I'm just doing it random. I'm doing a little bit of Stampin' off. So it's very simple to do, but you'll notice it's something I do like doing. Before running, I like to do some stamping and then run it through the embossing machine. It just creates so much more interest to your card. You don't just have to emboss it, so you can stamp it first. Stamp that off as well, never mind. So I think you get the picture. Still running out of space. Right, so that's exactly what I've done with that, but I don't know if you can see the difference of running it through the embossing folder. Just creates that little bit of added interest. So we'll be using that. Right, what have I done with the card? There we go. Right, that was the original one I did, but I'm changing this background to very vanilla. Ah, here it is. So I don't know which one you like the best. I love this one because it's very autumny, but I felt that the leaves didn't pop out of it very much, so that's why I wanted to do a lighter background. But then I thought, is it too light? But I asked Steph, my daughter, and she gave me her considered opinion, and she said both were okay. So just want to show you how different colours can really make a difference using the different colours. Oh yes, and excuse me a minute while I get my and also instead of using the I think it's early espresso ribbon, I'm going to change it for the copper, which I believe is in this actual suite. I don't know if it's going to show up as much though. What do we think? What do we think, everybody? Do we go with the copper ribbon or do we go with the brown early espresso? I have got both, so I'm going to let you decide. Please tell me. And no fighting. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought the brown was a bit too dark, but the copper doesn't really show up much, does it? What should we go with? I'm waiting for somebody to shout me an answer. Copper. Thank you, Paul. I like a man who makes an executive decision and goes for it. I'm going for copper then. Brilliant. I've got to find my tape. I reckon everybody else has fallen asleep. Mind you, I know how they feel. Certainly has been warm today. Oh, look at you. Oh, what's Paul doing? Oh, an emoji. I didn't know you could do a big emoji like that on a Facebook Live. I saw something was coming up. I was waiting for it. It's probably a little bit low. Let's go up a little bit. Yeah, still can't see the copper red, but then it's nice to be subtle sometimes, isn't it? So we'll see what it's like. Oh, whack that on. I wonder if I can get in under the hour. I doubt I can, but at least we're not running over time tonight, like I usually am. So stick that on. I've done that a little bit tight, but never mind. So voila. Thought I'd lost that for a moment. So then just going to put this on with dimensionals. Do you know, what I ought to do is I should take a photo of the state of my table now, because I start off all lovely and tidy. I should show you a before and after, shouldn't I? Before a Facebook Live and after. I think I'll do that in next week. I might even do it this week. I can't do the before bit. Because trust me, it looks like blooming tornadoes hit here now. I do try. I'll start off well. But yes, it's quite amusing how I start off all lovely, neat and organised. Thank you, Wanda. Hi, Susan, how are you? I wouldn't actually go as far to say they're stunning, but if you say they are, I'll take it, thank you. I was happy with this one, so considering I had it in my head for 2 days and I just couldn't get round to crafting in that time period because we were busy. And you know what it's like when you get an idea, it never quite goes right when you try to, you know, make it, but you know, it wasn't too bad. So more dimensionals. Oh, I can hear Simon. He's obviously finished his rowing session. Rowing tonight, ladies and gentlemen. No, not spin tonight. He's mixing it up a bit. Oh, he is singing again now, though. He's obviously happier. What are you doing, Sarah? Right. I'm trying to get just a half a to go in there. I do like to have a little bit on the handle. Oh. I'm even being very naughty one day. I'm even chucking the dimensional backs on the floor. And I know, I just, yeah. I'll pick him up afterwards. I'm doing it for speed. Oh, wheel, forgot the wheel. Just working out how that goes. Oh yeah, that goes on top. So I'll cut this out of the die cuts. Oh yeah, I can do it. I'll just pop a little bit of glue. This is the gorgeous, I think it's copper, because it comes in a pack in the suite, the Gilded Autumn suite. Copper, bronze and gold, I think it is. So yes, that's there. That's definitely too low, that ribbon. That's going to cut into the wheel. Oh well, I have to go with it now. Oh, I haven't got centimetres out. Oh, that's about 25. I always know 25 or 250 millimetres, 25 centimetres is enough ribbon. And I've got inches, Sharon, and I can't convert that quickly in my head. Yeah, not ideal place to put that near that wheel, and it should have been a little bit higher. Although I love this ribbon, it's a little bit more tricky to tie because it's metallic. That is not my dog's, just to let you know. It's the neighbourhood dogs. My poor Daisy is not very well at all. She's got, I don't know, I don't think it's kennel cough, I hope it isn't. But she's had this like cough getting on for a couple of weeks now. And Simon rang the vet today, but he can't get her in till Saturday morning, would you believe? Because they're fully booked. So hopefully she'll be alright. If she obviously gets worse, we'll have to get her in as an emergency, but not making a bit of a hash of that. That's because that's battling with that wheel. I really do not like the placement of that ribbon. It's wrong, but not a lot I can do about it at the moment. I can probably sort it out afterwards somehow. Anyway, I'm going to carry on putting the leaves on. I'd like you to be untidy. Haha, yeah, I am untidy, Paul. I'm very untidy. Is he wearing the shorts though? Paul, oh God, no, I hope not. No, I don't know what he was. I don't even think about what he was wearing tonight. Simon, we're talking about, my husband. Yeah, I have no idea. We won't go there. He does make you laugh though. I didn't know whether to choke, laugh, or I just came around the corner last week to find him in those shorts. Yes, he does keep me amused, that's for sure. Oh, okay, thank you. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, probably. It's the colour's good, but it's just the placement is not good. So I'll let you take the credit for that then, Paul, being as you chose it. It's funny when you're actually making it. It's sometimes best for somebody else to choose because they can be a little bit more objective than when you're up close creating. Yeah, I can see it on screen. It looks. I'm not happy with that near the wheel at all. You know me. It has to be right. I think I'll pop a few up on dimensionals. I don't know about everybody else, but who doesn't love a wheelbarrow full of leaves, or a ground full of leaves? You have to kick through them, don't you? And hear the rustle. Oh, I've done the wrong leaf there. Right, that one's going down there. That one's going up on a dimensional. Hmm. And do we need any more leaves? No, I think that's probably enough. I don't know. What do we reckon? I think that's enough. I can always add more if I feel it needs it. So now going to just do the sentiment, and we're nearly there. So that's literally, I'm just going to do a thank you, thankful for you. In no, we'll go early espresso. Oh, that's quite dark. That copper freaking annoying me now. Right, get rid of that. Gosh, it's gone so dark so quickly. Right, nearly there. I'm just literally cutting these out, fussy cutting them out. And hoping and praying I bought a sponge up or a sponge dauber. One more top right of barrow. Oh, you would say that, Mrs. Carter or Ms. Carter. Okay, one more top right. Thank you. One top right of the barrow. I thought you'd gone or you'd fallen asleep. Right. What colour then? Gotta find the right colour now. That one. Right, I'll put it on a dimensional. I don't know why I listened to you anyway, Alison, because I'm still not convinced about the gold gems last week, the fun we had with those. Pinging off everywhere. You telling me to put them you know where. Right. I'm just going to get a bit of... On the barrow? Oh yeah, I thought I put one on the barrow. Oh, I know, I changed it, didn't I? I did on the original one that had 2 on the barrow. Right, I'm just going to put another one on now. That's one dimensional. You're making me think too much. I'm not listening anymore. You wait until you do Facebook Lives, madam. I'm going to have so much fun. Yeah, they're all a little bit dark now. Oh well. Right, imagine this in cinnamon cider, because early espresso would have been too dark. Is that what the ticking noise is? Right, I've lost you. What my brain thinking? What are the ticking noises? I don't know what you're on about. I've lost the plot. Ticking noise. No, don't know what you're talking about. I'll have to watch it back because I've obviously missed something. What's that? A balloon? No. I'm really not with you. Right. Yeah, seriously do not like that bow there. I do love the copper, Paul. You're right with the copper. Maybe if I get a gel dot, I might be able to move it to the edge or something. I don't like the way I've cut that either. Right, so I'm going to sit here picking fault in it all night now. Right, thankful. We're nearly there. Right, there we are. So 3 very different, well, yeah, quite different cards. Meant to be similar. Yeah, I actually quite like the colours in that one. Lovely. Right. I'll get my mouse. Right, there we go. Right, I can see my face now. Right, there it is. Well, thank you all for joining me. It is pitch black outside now. Well, not almost anyway. Right, so next week, don't know what I'll do. Probably more autumn cards. Bow bugging. Yes, it is bugging me, Paul. The bow is bugging me. Very big. I can see thinking TikTok. Yeah, I thought you was typing about my brain. Thank you, Alison. Yes, I love you too. She's charming, and she wouldn't think she was a friend of mine. But yes. Don't know what I was talking about now. I've lost the plot. I've lost it now. Anyway, thank you all for joining me, and I will see you next week for something new and different, hopefully. Right, thank you all for joining me. Love you all. Take care. Bye.